If only you knew how many times I have tried to video this. OMG! My kids are awake. I'm videoing at a different time than normal, and this is probably my 75th take of trying. And it probably won't work because one of them will start screaming or crying or fighting or arguing or whatever and come in here. But anyway, if I can try to get this in really quick, it'd be awesome. I am 26 weeks pregnant with twins that aren't mine via gestational surrogacy. The babies are the size of eggplants this week. They're probably about 2 pounds, maybe a little bit more each. Maternity clothes are a hot commodity. I have to wear them, and my belly is measuring 36 weeks, like singleton wise. So how big I am now is how big I was 2 weeks before my kids were born. So I don't really know how maternity clothes are going to continue to fit. Movement is crazy. They are both moving all the time. They particularly like to move whenever I'm still or trying to sleep or lay down. I guess by movements lull them to sleep all day, and then as soon as I'm still, they're like, hey, wait a minute, why aren't we moving? Wake up and play. My sleep is getting worse and worse. Just this week my hips started hurting really bad, which is not an unfamiliar pain. I had the same thing with both of my kids, but it was around 35 weeks. And so that makes sense since I'm measuring 36 weeks, but it's a little bit disheartening because I feel like I just can't imagine how much bigger I'm gonna get. I know obviously I'm gonna get a lot bigger, but I can't imagine what that's gonna feel like and be like. At this point with my kids, it was kind of like, okay, I know they're coming like within the next 2 weeks to a month. And right now I'm saying, okay, they're coming in like 12 weeks. That's at the longest. So my induction is scheduled for December 1st, which is 38 weeks, if I make it that far. But, you know, obviously they could come as early as 32 weeks, 33, 34, 35. My doctor says the average at our practice for twins is between 34 and 38 weeks, somewhere in that month. Haven't really had many cravings. I have to eat small meals still because I'm running totally out of room. My symptoms are back pain, hip pain, extreme fatigue, shortness of breath. For the first time ever, like a week ago, I got really bad heartburn in the night and I had to get up like every 30 minutes, and that was really bad. I took Zantac for it the next night and it really helped, but then I haven't needed it again since then. So I'm hoping it was just something that I ate and it's not something that's gonna be like a recurring pregnancy thing. My weight gain is now 18 pounds. Basically, I just wanted to talk about this time. I'm starting to feel like I want to be a recluse. I'm starting to feel like I don't want to go places I normally want to go. I'm an extrovert by nature, but I don't want to go out to eat. I don't want to go to church. I don't want to go out with my friends. I think it's because I'm wanting to avoid the questions. Mostly people asking, how are you? How do you feel? Because I feel honestly really bad. It's a different position being a surrogate than it is with your own kids. With your own kids, obviously, you complain when you get to this point. It hurts. And a part of me, even though I know it might be irrational, psychologically feels like I'm not allowed to complain. This is something I signed up for. This is something I agreed to do. And I just don't feel right being like, oh my God, I'm so sore, I'm so tired, or I wish I could just lay in bed all day. Even to my husband, like when I want to wake up in the morning and cry because my hips hurt so bad, I don't want him to be like, well, what'd you expect? Like, you signed up for this and it's twins. He would never say that. He's not a jerk, but I guess just part of me feels like that would be people's natural reactions. And my number one fear is I don't want people to think that because I'm in this pain that means that I regret any part of this, because I don't at all. And I still think I'd do it again. And I don't walk around all day being like, woe is me, but I feel like I just need to be able to say, I'm having a hard time, or this sucks right now, or, you know, this is really hard. I don't say that, because everyone knows now, and people saying, oh, how are you? How are you feeling? How are you doing? I like don't feel like it's my place to be like, I'm having a really hard time. Especially talking to the intended mother about it, or other, like in our group where there's other intended parents that would give anything to be going through this on their own, or other people who struggle with infertility that would do anything to have these aches and pains. And I don't know, it's just the guilt of that. Basically, I don't regret any of it, no matter how bad I feel. And what keeps me going is knowing that I have a maximum of 12 weeks left. And 12 weeks in the grand scheme of my life is so tiny to give these people a family for the rest of their life. Like, it's laughable. And I think back to how sick I was, even in my pregnancies, how sick I was with my kids, or how sick I was this pregnancy, and how you think it's never gonna end and you feel terrible. But now, I mean, people continue to have kids or do it again anyway, because you forget how bad it was. I feel like this is another thing like that. This too shall pass. It's just very daunting is the best word I can think of, to know that I'm already dealing with these kinds of aches and pains and miseries, and I have so much further to go. But that so much further in the grand scheme of my life is tiny. And I remember why I signed up for this, and I remember why I'm doing this, and it's for them. I wouldn't change anything. I don't regret anything. I'm still really happy to be doing it. And for the most part, I'm not at the end of my rope. I'm not about to croak. I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. Like, I'm really not. I'm not walking around 24/7 in misery. It's just hard sometimes. And I think that you, especially my YouTube viewers, deserve to know all of that, because a lot of you are about to go through this process, or a lot of you are genuinely friends of mine or invested in what I'm doing, and I don't think it's right for me to cover that up, or not lie about it, but just act like everything's all hunky-dory, when I really just want to say, hey guys, I'm having a hard time. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I feel like if I can get through September and halfway through October, like maybe a month from now, I will feel much closer to the end, because I know the chances of these babies coming in November is so high. And to get to November and be like, okay, they're probably gonna be born this month, that will feel great. But thinking right now, 3 weeks left of September and then a whole month of October, it just sounds like a lot. So my intended mother keeps reminding me to take it one day at a time, and every day just get in bed and say, okay, I made it through my day. I'm still taking my Epsom salt bath every night. It really helps. I'm gonna start going to the chiropractor every 2 weeks starting next week. My acupuncturist has been doing much more massage than acupuncture, and it's been tremendous help. I've been going to him bi-weekly or twice a month, but I'm about to switch to every week now with him, because it's worth it. I notice after I see him and after my massage with him, I can sleep better for at least 2 or 3 nights. So I'm gonna keep going to him. He's awesome. What I'm excited about, what I'm nervous about, all of that stuff. I mean, I'm excited that it's almost fall, and that means that they're getting closer to their arrival. I'm not really nervous about much besides how the rest of this is gonna go. How much bigger can I get? I mean, where else will it go? You'll see. I'm gonna start measuring my belly this week, because I want to progressively see every week or every 2 weeks how much bigger it is. So I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Sorry for the longer video this time, but I just wanted to be real with y'all and let you know you know, that I've been pretty uncomfortable, and I really appreciate the love and support and prayers. Let's see how big I am. So here's from the side. This is how big I was 2 weeks before I had my kids. Take this guy off. No stretch marks yet, knock on wood. My belly button has gotten flat to my belly. And let's see how big I am. .40½. I don't know if you can see that, but let's keep that on camera. 40½. My kids are screaming. I've done this video 18 times. I'm done. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Say hey, camera. Say hey.
I want to go to the pool.
He wants to go to the pool.
Oh, bud.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It will fall.
I'm Mary Tyler. I'm for the pool clothes. I'm Superman.
You got Superman.
Before you leave, look what
Wait, don't touch it. Don't touch it. It'll fall. Can you give the babies a kiss? Ah, that's so sweet.